What the fuck's up, YouTube? Quick little talk. Nice little video. And we're gonna be playing some Paladins, and this is my very first episode into the Paladins vs Overwatch series. Let me just tell you what the Paladins vs Overwatch series is gonna do. It's gonna do three main things. It's gonna talk about Overwatch and Paladins, obviously. Come on, what did you think was gonna happen? And it's going to display the differences between Overwatch and Paladins in cool little montages of which I will be editing. And no, I'm not as lazy as I pretend to be. I just like playing video games more than I like working. What can I say? I'm me. I'm a fucking Great Games. It's a fucking Demented Souls? That's my game channel. That is correct. So bad. Where else was I going? Oh, and the third thing, this is going to be showing the actual, like, characters side by side, the characters that are similar, being that Paladins does have a large roster of characters that this is one of the characters that there's no character like this in Overwatch. This is a completely original, this is a character that Blizzard designed, that Hi-Rez designed, I'm fucking up, that Hi-Rez designed, and is not anything like this in Overwatch, as far as I know. And by as far as I know, I mean, they might add this later on, and in that case, then we can yell at Overwatch, or Blizzard be like, why the fuck are you copying Hi-Rez and Paladins? So yeah, fucking, let's get on with this episode. This episode is really just going to talk about my very first thoughts and opinions from what I've seen in Paladins. I'm not going to talk about just yet of whether how similar Paladins and Overwatch are, being that these are two completely different games. They have some base similarities, and you're going to see one of the similarities in this video, but I'm not going to talk about that this video. This is just going to be mostly Paladins. And right now I like the game. It's actually very easy to get into. It's very fun. It's very user-friendly. I mean, there are some things that I wish they had like a little tutorial for, like how Overwatch started theirs. And like setting cards up. I didn't know about cards at first, so I was just using whatever kit they gave me. But I just, like, it wasn't like it took me like a fucking days to figure it out. It took me like 10 minutes to figure it out that, oh, I could go buy cards and I could go use them, and they could make my character play slightly different than another person using the exact same character, because this game has more than one kit. This has the kit that you buy your in-game store, and then it has the kit in the sense of your ability cards. You saw at the beginning where I said where I chose whatever I had unlocked, and I chose the card set that said tangible. That made, if you paused on that, or if you want to go back to the first few minutes of the first minute of the game and check that out, you'll see how I built my gang, or is her name Ying? Part of the fucking energy spectrum. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Let's go. Bad joke. I'm sorry, guys. That would not happen again. Yeah. Like, right now, I feel the game is actually really easy. I think my favorite part about this game is I feel that every character has the potential to be overpowered. Like, just pay attention to the game. This is me playing as a healer. I'm not, like, I've only played her, I want to say, a total of 7 times. Like, and actually, there's one thing I do want them to fix. I do want them to fix, how fast we can gain our mastery level of each hero, or each champion rather, my bad, because the mastery that you gain off of the champion, it goes up way too fucking fast. Because there's sometimes I've seen people was like, oh, they're champion rating 7, and I'm like, and then sometimes it's like they just pop me up an entire, I literally went up, like, in one game, an entire mastery rating from like 0, and I was like, I don't agree with that, because I'm not that good with the character. I mean, sure, I went something like 35 and 10, but it was also against the AI, so starting to weigh my pros and cons here. I went up a mastery level. Now when I start playing this character, it's like I have to have this sense of pride with me now that I went up a mastery level. And being that this is the same company that developed Smite, where it takes fucking a few hours just to get to mastery level 1, and then playing this game for a few hours and being on mastery level 7 with Kinessa? No. Fuck you. No. Right, so that's one thing I don't like about the game thus far. I can't say anything about the ranks, but I can talk about quick play, right? So quick play, it's a quick play. You have fun, you joke around, you test new characters. That's what quick play is for. I'm actually really glad that I got to start this game early on, other than like what I did with Overwatch, which was really fucking bad in my own opinion. I'm like level 400 something in Overwatch, and trying to play new characters while you're up there with people at your level, and I don't mean like your skill level, I mean just your level in general. So I can't play new characters and like get a chance to fill them out without going to actual versus AI mode or actually practicing. So then so now I actually have to go practice rather than just going straight into battle. Like, oh, I can check them out. Unlike what I can do here, I can go straight into battle and be like, oh, I'm familiar with how to play a first-person shooter. I'm familiar with how to kill people and set up traps and build my character because I've played Smite and Overwatch long enough that I could just transfer this shit right over to this game. Which, for those of you who don't know, this game is pretty much Paladins is pretty much Overwatch and Smite fucking and having a baby. Because, of course, it is similar to Overwatch, and that's undeniable, but they're not exactly the same game. And we're going to talk about that in another video. I don't know what that was. I can't talk some days, and it's just really bad. Anyways, I left off with... Now we're going to talk about the champions, because quick play it's a quick play. I can test them out. And so far, I've actually grown in my methodology of playing multiple people. And I started off playing Kinessa. She's a sniper, not Widowmaker sniper. She's a teleportation, no grapple hook. Yang, she's a healer. I have a tank named Inari. I have a fucking flanker named Sky. And it's really fucking, it's a nice game. I mean, the character models are nice. The graphics are okay. I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, these graphics are so fucking amazing, but they're pretty fucking crisp. They get the job done. They're not too fucking intense. And they're not too fucking overwhelming. They're not too underwhelming. Like, it's just a nice fit. I mean, you still have the same problems you have with Overwatch. Like, where the fuck was my team? So there's always that in quick play to look out for when you're testing out a new champion and you're not like extremely good with them. Because I'll be honest with you, Ying is one of those or Ying, what the fuck is her name? I don't know. She's a character. She exists, and she has the most costumes in the game right now. I think currently because Hi-Rez is all on her jock. Anyways, this is one of those games where a lot of the characters can solo an entire team. And I'm playing one of those characters I feel that can solo an entire team because team composition does matter here. And with their composition right now, if I knew how to play this character, I could solo all of them because no one here is a tank on their side of the field. We have the only tank in the game. And we only have one tank. And granted, even with someone like Kinessa who's a sniper, I went and taken 3v1s and beat the shit out of people that were tanks. I've done the same thing with Tyra, which is the character I'm fighting right now. She's about to get blown right the fuck up. Blown right the fuck up, bitch. Take it. Anyways, those are my thoughts and opinions. I'm pretty sure I missed something because I'm not doing this with a script. This is actually my second take, and I'm not going to go ahead and do it again. No more fuck-ups. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of the gameplay. You got like 4 minutes or so, or whatever, 3 minutes. And, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start working on my montages now. I got a lot of Paladins gameplay going. And I can't find a single good game with Overwatch, so now I actually have to go practice. And pretty soon I'll have an email set up and everything and figure out how to do this and start requesting people send videos or finding out how to get people to send videos or requesting people's video information or whatever and requesting to use it in my fucking montage. And we'll get that on and popping. That way I don't have to learn how to play every character in Paladins in Overwatch. But I will know enough characters to where I can do it, some of it myself, and then I can have other times, I can have other people do it for me, and not have these kind of fuck-ups happen, because this was pretty fucking embarrassing. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think if you played Overwatch, let me know what you think if you played Paladin, let me know what you think is better, and, peace!
spree.
Give them hell! Power together!
15 seconds remaining.
Did I trick you?
9, 8, 7,